name is Samurai Schultz, and welcome to another stream making my humanoid Mech-atron. Feels like Mech should be short for something, you know? Oh, whoops, I think my audio. It's a little. I think my speaker was a little too high. Or my microphone, I meant to say. Hey, okay, there we go. We are back in it. Wow, that was a really loud Windows notification. That just shook my eardrums. Hope you guys couldn't hear that, because that was freaking loud. I think it only captures audio from Blender, which is the application, because I'm using OBS right now. Alright though. So, I worked on this a little bit today, and I think this is mostly, I think we're finished here. I want to say we're finished. I darkened the joints a little bit. Just trying to think about what I did. I brought the plane up because it was like weirdly up off the plane. Hello, Sarah. How's it going? How are we doing tonight? I was just talking about how I finished assigning materials on here. Oh, and I also actually changed this to yellow because it just kind of fits with the theme a little bit more. It doesn't contrast as much. I also thought maybe I could make this band a little bit bigger. Let's see here. That wraps all the way around. I was thinking maybe we could ka-chunk. Do something like that. And then select this. And then we got ka-chunk. Let's see. I feel like I'm not looking at that correctly. Ka-chunk, ka-chunk. Or maybe just one ka-chunk. Oh, whoops, you know what? I think I did something wrong. Somewhere along the way, I made an egregious mistake. I'm doing great, Sarah. Thanks for asking. Oh, I'm glad the mech looks awesome. I am very glad, because I worked on it extremely hard today. Not really that hard, actually, but hard enough to brag about it, apparently. It's here. One, I'm using snapping right now, which is why I'm having a little bit of OCD about this. Let's see. 1, 2, 3. Let's see. 1, 2, 3. And then I think I want to bring this in just a tad. You know, give kind of a uniform border. So let's see. Let's actually home in on that. So let's bring that in one unit. So press G again. Bring that in. Dang, that looks slick, if I do say so myself. Okay, now I have to do the boring part, or at least the part that's boring for you guys, and I have to watch the video and learn how to do the thing. We're rendering in cycles, whatever that means. Actually, see, what my instructor did was he turned up this thing called Bloom, which basically made this emissive material. It looks like it's glowing. He made it even more glowy, almost like as if there was mist coming out of it and it was refracting off the mist. Let's see, he's in shading still, but you know what? I don't like this one bit. This is stupid. Very dumb. I'm gonna make that bigger so I can make a better picture. Okay, click on camera, and then we're gonna click on that to lock in place. So wherever I move, the camera also moves. Okay, and then we're gonna move. Actually, maybe I should move the. Oh, something else I fixed today was let's see. this leg was not touching that gear, and I did not like that one bit, so I changed that. But something else I would like to do is, okay, so I'm in object mode, and we can rotate these on the, I think it's on the Z axis. Oh, and actually I want to be able to see that transform, so I'm gonna click on that again, press R, plus press Z, press that again, and then we're gonna angle it so it's 60 degrees, like so. And I think that should still be in there. And I made this, I think I did this last time, but I made that about the same color as this because I didn't want it to pop out too much. I think that was a good call. And then, gosh, I just wish I could make the bloom. Let's see. I wish I could make this more glowy. Because when I go to... See, it's glowy there, obviously. But you don't see that here. I don't like that one bit. Do not like it. Experimental? Ooh, maybe I can look for bloom now. I just turned on experimental, which is why I'm looking for bloom. Let's see. Glow. Diffuse. Light paths. Diffuse. Turn that up. It looks a little bit brighter. No, it doesn't really seem to be changing at all. Whoops. Let's redo all that. I thought it was gonna yeah, okay, now it's set back to 4. Oh, maybe I did that actually. Okay, anyways. We're gonna look through the camera at this right here. I think this is a good angle since it's, you can catch some of that glow in there. But first, I'm actually gonna, I want to look up how to add bloom in Blender 4, whoops, 4.3. Let's turn on bloom. I don't want a video tutorial. No! Compositor. Let me look at the compositor tab. Oh, I should probably use the GPU for that. Probably. I'm guessing. Precision. You know what, let me look through these again. Let's see, lights. Light tree. Light threshold. I'm gonna set that back to 0.01. We're gonna change one thing at a time. Let's see, diffuse, glossy, transmission. Maybe that's it. It's not really doing anything. It's not really. Let's set that back. Yeah, you still can't really see it. That's not what I want. Okay, whatever. What was it set to, like 50? I don't know. I probably messed that up very badly. Motion blur. That's simplify. Oh, that can't be it. Bake. Bake means glow, cause heat glows, makes things glow. We know this. How to? There's got to be like a Blender wiki, right? There must be a Blender wiki, whatever you say it. How to add bloom in Blender. My gosh. Oh, wait. Ambient occlusion. No, no, there's no bloom still though. I don't think that there's bloom, even if I use Eevee. So that's what this guy's saying. What's this guy's name? Ryan King Art. Ryan King Art banned. You can never come to my live stream. Get out of here. You're wrong. Always and forever. Anyways, back to workbench is that. Cycles. Eevee. Oh wait, what is if we use Eevee and then we go to this one? We can actually see some color, but with cycles, oh, with cycles we can see some color. I think it does a better reflection, maybe? Oh yeah, it definitely does a better reflection. And then workbench doesn't do reflection at all. It doesn't do that at all. No, I think, oh, that wasn't Ryan King Art. That was me not making a specific enough search. He was talking about Blender 4.2. Okay, we're just gonna watch this. I don't want to. You know what? Screw that. Well, we don't need it. Who needs Bloom anyway? Bloom's for stupid people. People who don't know how to use Blender that aren't on section 2 of the gamedev.tv make a game ready model course. Okay, anyway. We're going to use this. Actually, we're going to use the lock. We're going to zoom. We're going to turn off the lock. We're going to zoom in over it. Actually, you know what? Maybe we should do that. Maybe we should have that there. Okay. Now we have you know what? I forgot there was something I wanted to do. Let's see, to this object right here, I wanted to add just a couple more things, I think. So let's bring out, I want to add a couple more materials. So foreleg, badge outer. I think there was, I want to add another slot, add a new material, bring the value way down. Actually, we're going to bring it up just a tiny bit. And then we're going to go into face mode. Whoops. Select, boom. Okay, it doesn't select all around. I don't know how the, when you press Alt-Shift, it's supposed to, like, select all of them in a ring, but it does weird stuff like where it just selects all of these in a straight line. I don't know, man. Some stuff is it's guessing, and it's just guessing incorrectly, I think. Okay, but anyways, we want that to be like that. This, we want this as well to be this material right here. And I'm going to assign that. I want to give the illusion that like ash is piling up on there or something. You know. It almost kind of looks like there's a light source casting a blue glow from far away, but yeah. Weird. Oh, wait, let's zoom in on this. Oh, that's so cool. Nice. All right. I am happy with that. We're just going to rename this Gunash. And then I'm gonna watch my course. Mm-hmm. Let's see, denoise. Where's denoise? Render. Okay, denoise is on. GPU. I'm gonna check my. Okay, we're at 60 Celsius on my machine, so that's okay. It's my CPU core temperature. All right. With denoiser optics. Apparently that's better. Mm-hmm. Oh, and then we press F12. Nope, never mind. I pressed the wrong thing. Whoopsie. So if I click on this, I pressed F12 when I was on my browser, so it deleted my tabs, and then I brought them back, but it's fine. It's all good. Okay, so now it brings this up, and I'm actually gonna, see, I'm gonna turn this on, and we're gonna set this to Blender render. Now you should be able to see this thing as which I'm extremely smoothly transitioning onto screen for you. That right there is what we're going to be focusing on. Okay. Let's actually make that take up the whole screen so you guys can get a better view. Put that right there. Okay, good. Oh wait, whoops. I don't think it's, there we go. I had to fade it. Yeah, there we go. I love how ominous my Mech looks. It's so cool. Yeah, we need to change the background. Okay, and I don't think I explained this very well, so I don't think I explained this at all, actually. So what you're seeing on the screen right now, excuse me, is a render. So what it did was here, let me transition back to, whoops, let me transition back to Blender. So when I was in Blender, and I have this frame, right? I have this camera frame over this bit right here. So what it does is it takes a screenshot. Well, it basically takes out the effects of this HDRI image. So there's no light sources like you're seeing up here. There's no screen space reflections, and all that jazz. There's no reflections of any kind, except for a few, I think. There's like, it's very, very minimal anyways. And it basically just took a screenshot of that. And yeah, that's what you're seeing here now, is that screenshot. And it takes a little bit to render that because it has to basically do light work and stuff, which is kind of costly. But luckily, I had my graphics processing unit do that instead of my central processing unit. So that way it was a little bit faster, because I have a pretty nice graphics card, or graphics processing unit. It's a let's see, it's a GeForce RTX 4070 Super. So it's like, it's kind of like between this current gen and last gen, because the best graphics card right now is the 4090, or at least it was until the 5090 came out. If you've heard about that, NVIDIA is releasing the 5090. So, yeah. But anyways, I'm gonna go back to Blender. Whoops. I'm gonna go back to Blender, and we can go to this mode right here, and we can turn on the light somehow, maybe? Wait, hold on. Wait. Let there be light. See, it looks... Okay, so now we have the effect of that light happening here. So I can actually move that around. And you'll see when I'm moving it around, it's a little bit fuzzy, right? But when I stop, now it actually, it has time to render. So it renders all that. So I think that is very, very cool. Man, that's so cool. Anyways, I'm going to leave that there. Whoa, he just... Oh, wow, I didn't even know I could do that. So in here, it's a little bit easier for me to see where my... Oh, and see, now it's moving in both windows. Oh, that's so cool. That's so cool. I kind of miss seeing it just like this, just in the white and the gray. That's cool. Yeah, so I can change my view in here, and it doesn't change it in here. But changing objects in here changes them in there. So I'm going to put that back the way it was. And then this... I can move around. Oh, that's so cool. Oh, and I don't think that I talked about this, but in my my New Year's resolution video, the one that I released on the 1st of this month, I talked about being in a game jam, and I am unfortunately not with that group anymore. So I left the jam, and I left that group, and I decided to self-impose. I decided to impose a jam on myself, in which I'll be just having a very simple scope. And I want it to be the first game that I actually make and finish, and it has like a full gameplay loop. So I know I've been talking about releasing a video. I've just had a really hard time with editing, and it's like, and actually making a video that I'm proud of. Probably a little bit too perfectionistic, unfortunately. So I'll try to push through that perfectionism and put one out soon. But then, and that's a like a video game review essentially. That's what that video is for. That I've been trying to work on. And then the one after that, I'm going to make a video about this self-imposed jam that I think will be rather entertaining. So that's something to look forward to. Okay, we have 5 minutes left. Let's see if I can finish this lecture. Whoa, I did not want to go to that. Object mode. Wait. Okay, we can change. Let's see. Whoa, wait a second. Shift A to add an environment texture. Wow, glam. Okay, I'm going to open. I'm going to open an HDRI image. Wow, look at that. Look at that, chat. So an HDRI is basically a texture that it's an environment texture, which means it wraps around basically the view around us. So anywhere I look, it's almost as if there's a sphere that's reflecting that image back at us. So we can use that, and it has like different light sources and everything. So it's doing that. Man, that is very, very cool. Wow. And I think it's the same one that we used for this, I believe. Except we... Wait, is it? No, this must be a different one. Oh no, this is the default one. I believe this is a default one that's included with Blender. This one I downloaded a bit ago, and I think I used it for my Mech project. Or my Blockman project. Bluey. Oh, yeah. I mean, I guess I could get a better HDRI for this, because the one that this guy is using, it's got more like a street aesthetic to it, where this is more like wilderness. But that's kind of how I imagined it anyways. Like this would be traipsing off on a wilderness battlefield. That's kind of how I imagined it. So that still kind of works for what I'm going for. Let's see with the... So if I click this on and off, you can see the effect that light casting has on the image. So right now it's off, so you don't get that little light down there, for instance. Now it's back on. And I'm clicking this because camera and light are under it. So, I mean, I could just do light, but it's whatever. Yeah, and I want to move this light and move it over here. I want to move it at the back, actually. Let's see, where is the... Is this supposed to be night? I'm so confused. Is it night or day in this background? That's weird. Anyways, I think right there looks just fine, because it's kind of got a before dusk feel to it. Oh, and our time is up. Okay, Well, I'm trying to stick to a better nighttime routine and not go late. And that's just kind of a little too tempting for me. So I'm going to leave it there today. I'm going to finish this lecture on my own time. And then tomorrow we'll be working on the next lecture, which will probably be more boring stuff like this, unfortunately. Or at least similarly interesting. Wait. It looking at the title, it might not be. Oh, that looks really cool. It might be boring. It might not be. I hope it's not boring. But anyway, stay tuned for tomorrow. We'll be doing 9 p.m. to 9:30 p.m. Central Standard Time, per the usual. And I will see you in the next stream. And stay tuned for the videos.